The journey and success story of Colonel Harland Sanders. Ladies and gentlemen, let me tell you the story of a man who proved to the world that failure is not the end, and that success can come at any age. His name is Colonel Harland Sanders, the man behind Kentucky Fried Chicken, KFC. This isn't the story of a young prodigy or an overnight millionaire. No. It's the story of resilience, belief, and the courage to keep going when life keeps knocking you down. Harland Sanders was born in 1890 in Indiana. His father died when he was just 6, forcing him to cook and care for his siblings while his mother worked long hours. That's where he first learned the basics of cooking. But life was anything but easy. By age 10, he was working on a farm. As he grew older, he bounced from job to job: streetcar conductor, railroad fireman, insurance salesman, ferry operator, even a failed lawyer. Each time, something went wrong. He was fired, rejected, or forced to start over. Most people would have given up, but not Sanders. At 40 years old, Sanders was running a small service station in Corbin, Kentucky. Travelers would stop for gas, but he saw another opportunity. He began cooking meals for them right there in his quarters. People fell in love with his fried chicken. Eventually, he opened a restaurant and spent years perfecting his craft, experimenting until he created his famous blend of 11 herbs and spices and pioneering the use of the pressure fryer to cook chicken faster and better. His food became so popular that in 1935, the governor of Kentucky gave him the honorary title of Kentucky Colonel. Just when things looked good, disaster struck. In the 1950s, a new interstate highway bypassed Corbin, and his restaurant lost nearly all its customers. Sanders was forced to sell it at a loss. At 65 years old, broke, and surviving on a $105 Social Security check, most people would have retired in defeat. But Colonel Sanders believed in his chicken, and that belief changed his life. Instead of quitting, he packed his car with pressure cookers and seasoning, and he hit the road. His pitch was simple. He would cook chicken for restaurant owners. If they liked it, they could sell it under the name Kentucky Fried Chicken, and he would earn a small fee for every chicken sold. He was rejected countless times. Some say over 1,000 times. He slept in his car, went door to door, and kept hearing no. But he never gave up, and finally, he got his first yes. Pete Harmon in Utah became the first official KFC franchisee. Sales skyrocketed, and soon the world couldn't get enough of the Colonel's chicken. By 1964, Colonel Sanders had franchised over 600 restaurants. That same year, at age 74, he sold the company for $2 million, but stayed on as the brand's ambassador. Until his death at age 90, Colonel Sanders traveled the world, visiting KFC outlets, shaking hands, and making sure his recipe stayed true. His face and white suit became a global icon, and his story became a lesson in perseverance. The lessons of Colonel Sanders' life. 1. Resilience. He failed countless times, but always stood back up. 2. Innovation. He perfected a unique recipe and cooking method. 3. Persistence. He kept knocking on doors even after hundreds of rejections. 4. Authenticity. His charm, personality, and white suit weren't a gimmick. They were who he was. 5. It's never too late. He built a global empire at an age when most people retire. So, whenever you feel like giving up, remember Colonel Sanders. He started with nothing, lost almost everything, and still built a worldwide brand after 65. His story reminds us all, failure is not final, and it's never too late to chase your dreams.